such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This. I am your host, Pastor James Pittman. Want to delve into a topic in which you need to be sensitive if you're going to talk about it and be accurate. It's the end times. Now, I want to say this up front. Anyone who tells you they know the date, the time, the hour, the place, exactly when Jesus is coming back, run. They're lying. They do not know. They don't know. But I want to deal with the issue, hopefully in a very respectful way as it pertains to economics. And I want to play a clip of Thomas Sowell, who appeared recently on the Dennis Prager Show.
Talking about national debt, I have said on a number of occasions I am more worried about global debt than global warming. Are you worried about global debt?
I am, and I'm not worried about global warming.
I'm not shocked. You're a clear thinker. So tell me what's going to happen. I have that is truly my darkest vision of the. So that is what's going to be with global debt. But then if that happens, then it'll be Weimar Republic-like inflation.
Yes.
Well, we know what that led to.
Yes.
So you have a dark vision in this regard too, the debt issue. Especially
about many things. I must tell you that whenever I take an annual checkup and they tell me there's nothing seriously wrong, I feel a great relief, and then I feel a great apprehension that I'm going to live to see this nation destroyed right before my eyes.
It's one thing for me to say it. It's another thing for Thomas Sowell to say that he is concerned about the debt. And they were talking about global debt. Weimar Republic is a republic in Germany that collapsed and gave rise to Hitler and the Nazis. I mean, it was a point in which you took dollars, or their currency, and burned it because it was absolutely worthless. And so when dealing with an economic collapse worldwide, that plays right into Revelation. There's an economic component to it. Yes, there are wars and rumors of war, but there's a definite economic component to Revelation. It depends on how you read Revelation. I take it more literal. I think there is a time of 7-year tribulation. I think there is a literal antichrist, and we can differ in the body of Christ, but I think those things are coming. With that, some difficult days, and there is an economic component to it. Just a few scriptures. Revelation 13, 16, and 17. Also, it causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell. That's the huge economic component. So that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark. That is the name of the beast or the number or the number of its name. A lot of times when you talk about the mark of the beast, most people forget there's an economic component, and the 666 and all the Damien movies and all the crazy stuff. No, there's an economic component to that. You take his mark because you will not be able to buy or sell. That is the powerful economic component to all of this. And then another quick verse. Revelation 18:17, for in a single hour all his wealth has been laid waste, and all shipmasters and seafaring men, sailors, and all whose trade is on the sea stood far off and cried out as they saw the smoke of her burning. What city was like the great city? We can debate what city they're talking about. There's great debate. But again, for in a single hour all this wealth has been laid waste. In a single hour, all this wealth has been laid waste. Seems like it is describing a market crash, and the wealth disappearing, evaporating in a short amount of time. There's an economic component to the apocalypse. People, as Christians, we look at what's going on. I look at what's going on, and I scratch my head and I say, I don't know about you, but I say, what am I seeing? What's going on? There is clearly something that's happened in the heavens, because there are some powerful deluding spirits going on. There are some things going on I never would have thought that I would have seen. Maybe my kids would have dealt with this when they're old, but in a short amount of time, we've gone from maybe a little sanity we still had, a little common sense that is common to all, to absolute lunacy. It's like the world is going crazy overnight. And there's some things going on where there's some economic things going on too. And I think this is a discussion we're going to keep having, again, in a respectful, responsible way. I don't know when Jesus is coming back. No one else knows exactly when the time is. If anyone tells you, run. But there are some things going on, people, that we Christians need to pay attention. But we need to do it responsibly.
For such a time as this,